वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th Canto, Chapter 9. Dhruva Maharaj returns home. Text 17. सत्याशिषो हि भगवंस तव पाद पद्मं आशीष तथानु भजतः पुरुषार्थ मूर्ते अपि एवं अर्ज भगवान परिपाति दीनान् वश्रेव वत्सकम् अनुग्रह कातरो अस्मान्। सत्याशिषो हि भगवंस्तव पाद पद्मम् आशीष तथानु भजत पुरुषार्थ मूर्ते। अप्येवमार्ज भगवान परिपाति दीनान् वश्रेव वक्षकम् अनुग्रह कातरोस्मान्। सत्याशिषो हि भगवंस्तव पाद पद्मम् आशीष तथानु भजत पुरुषार्थ मूर्ते। अप्येवमार्ज भगवान परिपाति दीनान् वश्रेव वत्सकम् अनुग्रह कातरोस्मान्। सत्याशिषो हि भगवंस्तव पाद पद्मम् आशीष तथानु भजत पुरुषार्थ मूर्ते। अप्येवमार्ज भगवान परिपाति दीनान् वश्रेव वत्सकम् अनुग्रह कातरोस्मान्।
Bhagavan Paripati Dinam Vasreva Vatsakam Manukahata Kataros
Yashisho hi Bhagavan Savapada Padmam Ashish Tathadu Bhajata Purushathamurte Appeva Mara Bhagavan Paripati Dina Vashreva Vatsakam Manugraha Gatarosma
Mataji's Satya, real, Ashishaha, compared with other benedictions. He, certainly, Bhagavan, my Lord, Tava, your, Padopadmam, lotus feet, Ashihi, benediction, Tatha, in that way, Anubhajataha, for the devotees, Purusha Artha, of the real goal of life, Murtehe, the personification, Api, although, Evam, thus, Arya, O Lord, Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead, Paripati, maintains, Dinan, the poor in heart, Vashra, a cow, Eva, like, Vatsakam, unto the calf, Anugraha, to bestow mercy, Kataraha, eager, Asman, upon me. Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. My Lord, O Supreme Lord, you are the supreme personified form of all benediction. Therefore, for one who abides in your devotional service with no other desire, worshipping your lotus feet is better than becoming king and lording it over a kingdom. That is the benediction of worshipping your lotus feet. To ignorant devotees like me, you are the causelessly merciful maintainer, just like a cow who takes care of the newly born calf by supplying milk and giving it protection from attack. Please repeat. My Lord, O Supreme Lord, you are the supreme personified form of all benedictions. Therefore, for one who abides in your devotional service with no other desire, worshipping your lotus feet is better than becoming king and lording it over a kingdom. That is the benediction of worshipping your lotus feet. To ignorant devotees like me, you are the causelessly merciful maintainer. Just like a cow who takes care of the newly born calf by supplying milk and giving it protection from attack. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Dhruva Maharaj was cognizant of the defective nature of his own devotional service. Pure devotional service is without material form and is not covered by mental speculation or fruitive activities. Pure devotional service is therefore called ahaituki, unmotivated. Dhruva Maharaj knew that he had come to worship the Lord in devotional service with a motive, to get the kingdom of his father. Such an adulterated devotee can never see the Supreme Personality of Godhead face to face. He therefore felt very grateful for the causeless mercy of the Lord. The Lord is so merciful that not only does he fulfill the desire of a devotee who is driven by ignorance and desires for material benefit, but he also gives such a devotee all protection, just as a cow gives milk to a newly born calf. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is said that the Lord gives intelligence to the constantly engaged devotee so that he may gradually approach the Lord without difficulty. A devotee must be sincere in his devotional service. Then, although there may be many things wrong on the devotee's part, Krishna will guide him and gradually elevate him to the highest position of devotional service. The Lord is addressed herein by Dhruva Maharaj as Purushartha Murti, the ultimate goal of life. Generally, Purushartha is taken to mean execution of a type of religious principle or worship God in order to get material benedictions. Prayers for material benedictions are intended for satisfying the senses. And when one is frustrated and cannot fully satisfy the senses, in spite of all endeavor, he desires liberation or freedom from material existence. These activities are generally called Purushartha, but actually the ultimate goal is to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is called Pancham Purushartha, the ultimate goal of life. Lord Chaitanya therefore taught us not to ask from the Supreme Personality any benediction such as material wealth, popularity, or a good wife. One should simply pray to the Lord to be constantly engaged in his transcendental loving service. Dhruva Maharaj, being cognizant of his desire for material benefit, wanted protection from the Lord so that he might not be misled or deviated from the path of devotional service by material desires. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chukshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtham Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayham Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupang Sagrajatang Sahagana Raghunathan Vitang Tang Sajivam Sadvaitang Savadhutam Parijana Sahitang Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanitangscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Taptu Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhascha Kripa Sindhubhaivacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Satyashisho hi bhagavang stabupad padmam Ashish tathanu bhajata purushartha murte Appevam arja bhagavan paripati dinan Vishreva vatsakam anugraha katarasman My Lord, O Supreme Lord, You are the Supreme Personified Form of all benediction. Therefore, for one who abides in your devotional service with no other desire, worshipping your lotus feet is better than becoming king and lording it over a kingdom. That is the benediction of worshipping your lotus feet. To ignorant devotees like me, you are the causelessly merciful maintainer, just like a cow who takes care of the newly born calf by supplying milk and giving it protection from attack. So, Dhruva Maharaj is offering his prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He was just a little child and he was hurt by the behavior of his stepmother. And although he was a child, he was a Kshatriya child. He had the spirit of a Kshatriya who naturally wants to take revenge or wants to fulfill his desire no matter what. That is the nature of a Kshatriya. That is the influence, or that is the characteristic of one who is influenced by the mode of passion. The mode of passion is one to get what he wants. Just like a lion. Whatever a lion wants, lion will get it no matter what. And he will get it with his own strength, with his own prowess. But here he was somewhat handicapped because his father was being dominated by his stepmother. And he himself could not force anything upon his father. And he went to his mother and he asked her, how could he fulfill his desire? And his desire was to sit on the lap of his father, which meant that he was to be the successor of the throne, and actually he was the rightful successor to the throne, because according to the Vedic culture, the elder child becomes the successor to the throne. But here the situation was little different. His father was more attached to his stepmother, and so naturally the stepmother's son had the privilege above him, and his own mother was being neglected. And so when he asked his mother simply guided him towards Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, saying that whenever one is in distress, one can approach the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari, and Hari will fulfill his desire. Dhruva, little child, did not know who is Hari. He didn't have a clear understanding. So he asked his mother, how could he approach Hari? And his mother also, quite innocently, told him that when one wants to search for Hari, he goes to the forest. Because the sadhus, generally the saintly people, when they go out in search for the Supreme Personality of Godhead or meditate upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they go to the forest. So Dhruva took that word of his mother literally, and he left home and went to the forest. And there he was searching for Hari. And eventually, seeing his sincere desire to find Hari, Narad Muni, who is the spiritual master of all living entities, Narad Muni came and bestowed his mercy upon him. He pointed out to him how to find Hari in the core of one's heart. So in this way, Narad Muni directed Dhruva Maharaj to make his search, to turn his search internally through meditation. And Dhruva Maharaj performed such severe austerity that eventually the Supreme Personality of Godhead came to him. And Dhruva Maharaj at first did not really know how to pray to the Lord. He wanted to pray, but he was unable to express his feelings because he didn't have that maturity, so to say, or he didn't have that ability himself, just a little boy. But here he sees the beautiful personality, and his heart was naturally overwhelmed with emotion. So here the spirit soul sees the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but because of the inability of his body, he is finding himself unable to express his emotion towards that personality who is all attractive. And then, very mercifully, the Lord touched his forehead with his conch shell. And then Dhruva Maharaj started to express his feelings towards the Lord. Such beautiful prayers. Doesn't sound like a 6-year-old boy is speaking like that. It is not a matter of a 6-year-old or 60-year-old. It is a matter of a pure spirit soul is offering himself to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And at this point, Jai Shri Shri Nishinga Bhagavan ki Jai, Prahlad Maharaj ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada. And at this point we are seeing that Dhruva Maharaj through this particular prayer, he is expressing his feeling of guilt that I came to you with a desire for some material object, some material things, a kingdom. But your mercy is so wonderful that all these material things become totally insignificant. And here the Supreme Personality of Godhead is also reciprocating with Dhruva Maharaj in such a way that although you did not know what to want because of your ignorance, but I am going to give you the taste of transcendental joy that is derived out of pure love for me. So that is the reciprocation that one receives by being engaged in devotional service. Prabhupada pointed out that one can approach the Supreme Personality of God no matter with whatever objective. Mainly, a person from a material platform approaches the Supreme Personality of Godhead with 4 objectives, with the 4 purposes. Like being distressed, being desirous of something material, some material gain, being inquisitive, and being situated in knowledge. Artha, Artharthi, Jigyasu, and Gyani. Chaturvidha bhajante mam. These 4 kind of people approach the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Jana Sukritina Arjuna. These are the Sukritina. These are individuals who are favorably disposed to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But it doesn't really matter with what purpose, with what motivation, with what objective one approaches the Supreme Lord, but the Lord's mercy is unconditional. He may approach the Lord with any material objective, with a material desire, but Krishna reciprocates by giving him pure devotional service. And he does that by fulfilling his desire. Like later on we will see that Dhruva Maharaj was lamenting, why did I want this? And I do not want it now. Like I was searching for some broken pieces of glass. And now that I got diamond, why should I worry about these broken pieces of glass? Searching for broken pieces of glass, if we come across a diamond. Jai Shri Shri Radha Madhava Sakhi Brinda Ki Jai, Shriman Mahaprabhu Ki Jai. So Dhruva Maharaj was reluctant to take now. He is feeling guilty. I don't want it, please. But the Lord still gave him. He said, no, since he desired it, he'll get it. And what position he got? He got the most exalted position in this universe. The abode of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Dhruva Loka. The abode of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in this material nature. He got that place, a position far, what to speak of his father, far superior to his grandfather's position. His father is subordinate to Lord Brahma, Brahma's son. And he wanted the kingdom of his father, but what he is getting now is a position that is superior even to the position of Lord Brahma, the highest position in the material nature. Dhruvaloka is situated even above Satyaloka. That is, and the entire universe is practically moving around that Dhruvaloka. Dhruvaloka is the pole star. There is only one star that is fixed on the north. All the other stars are moving, but that's one star which is always fixed. And that is the abode of, that is the place that Dhruva Maharaj got by the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And all the planetary systems, all the stars and planets are rotating around that pole star. So in this way, the Supreme Personality of Godhead bestows His mercy upon His devotees. Now, in this respect, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is making one point. He is pointing that although this position or the devotion that Dhruva Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj received from the Supreme Personality of Godhead is very, very exalted and very desirable, very coveted, but compared to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's gift, that devotion becomes rather insignificant. Dhruvaloka or Dhruva Maharaj's devotion takes him to Vaikuntha Loka. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's gift takes one even beyond Vaikuntha Loka. And this is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is distributing without any consideration of qualification. We see Dhruva Maharaj and other such exalted devotees, they performed severe austerities before they became qualified to receive the mercy of the Lord. And Dhruva Maharaj's austerity is inconceivable. He stopped eating, he stopped drinking, he stopped breathing. I mean, that caused such a turmoil in the universal system that the demigods became perturbed. They were suffocating, they were feeling the heat. Such severe austerity. And that qualified him to become the recipient of the Lord's mercy. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy is so wonderful that there is no need for any qualification or eligibility. No prerequisite for Mahaprabhu's mercy. He's giving it to anybody and everybody. At least Chaitanya Mahaprabhu distributed it only in the land of India. But Srila Prabhupada took it out of India and distributed it all over the world. The highest benefit without any qualification. Receiving the highest benefit without any qualification. That is the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is the prerogative, that is the wonderful or unique benefit of the age of Kali. In other ages we have to become qualified. But in the age of Kali there is no consideration of qualification. The only qualification is accepting it. The only qualification is surrender. Just surrender. And it will be there. It will be available. And the surrender means accept the instruction. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying chant Hare Krishna. Just accept it and simply chant Hare Krishna. Nityananda Prabhu and his agents, his representatives are going all over the world, being ordered by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and they are telling everybody, please chant Hare Krishna. Now all that is needed in this respect is just a little faith, to accept it. That if I chant, the ultimate spiritual benefit will be there. Or even if we don't have that faith, even if we chant out of curiosity or inquisitiveness, or out of some faith on the person, that okay, he is asking us, this will happen, let's see, let's try it out. Even if we chant with that attitude, the result will be there. Because just a little approach of acceptance will lead to the taste. And that is the gift of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that's the gift of Srila Prabhupada. As far as we are concerned, we don't have any qualification. Yoggota bichare kichu nahi pai. As far as my qualification is concerned, I have none. Tomaro koruna shar. Your mercy is everything. Your mercy is everything that I am depending on. Or whatever I have received simply due to your causeless mercy. There is no consideration of my qualification. And not only that, we didn't have any qualification to begin with, but on top of that, these devotees of the Lord, the followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, follower of Srila Prabhupada, they're making the arrangements. Okay, you don't want it still. I'll make arrangements for you. Come and accept it. Like when Prabhupada went, the young boys and girls of America did not become attracted to Srila Prabhupada because of any spiritual purpose as such. They became attracted, many of them became attracted because of the music. Many of them became attracted to Srila Prabhupada due to their curiosity or some sort of fascination towards India. Some became attracted due to prasad. Some became attracted by gulab jamun. Somehow or other they became attracted to Srila Prabhupada, and it worked. It got them. Like they came, and out due to Srila Prabhupada's instructions, they started chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and it happened. In this respect, it has been said that the creed, once you take to Krishna consciousness, there is no way out of it. The Re of Krishna, Kri, the Re of Krishna is like a hook. So once you accept the holy name, you are hooked forever. And like a fish gets hooked, we get hooked. And the only thing that actually can take us away from Krishna consciousness after we take to Krishna consciousness, after we surrender to Krishna, is Vaishnava Aparadha. So that is the only thing that we have to be careful about. We have the good fortune to be in the association of devotees, association of Vaishnavas. This is the most wonderful benefit. That's the greatest benediction that one can ever achieve. Association of devotees, sadhu sangha. And Prabhupada has created such a wonderful arrangement for this sadhu sangha. Wherever we go, wherever there is ISKCON, there is sadhu sangha, association of devotees. And we must take advantage of that association of the devotees with a grateful heart. Especially the arrangement that Srila Prabhupada made, and the way, especially the way Mayapur is developing, is a perfect manifestation of Srila Prabhupada's mercy. Mahaprabhu's birthplace. And it's so wonderful that so many of you have come here. You have come here to take advantage of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy due to Srila Prabhupada's divine arrangement. So take full advantage of it. That is, cultivate your spiritual life with the understanding that whatever you do here, whatever spiritual activities you perform here, will have an inconceivable benefit, will have an inconceivable return. You can't imagine what kind of benefit spiritually you'll achieve performing devotional service here. So take full advantage of the association of the devotees that you are getting here. And association of devotees doesn't only mean the association of senior devotees, advanced devotees. Association of every devotee is important. Anyone who has accepted Krishna consciousness, anyone who is chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra diligently, he is a devotee, and his association, he'll find, is so enlivening, so uplifting spiritually. And this is the perfect place. What can be a better place than this to perform devotional service? In the age of Kali, the Supreme Personality of Godhead comes as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he comes with his dham, and this is his dham. So this is the spiritual place for this age. Gaura Mandala Bhumi, Navadip Dham. What a good fortune. We have been transported to the spiritual sky practically. Just by being here, we are in the spiritual sky. Although we may not be able to perceive it now because of our inability to see the spiritual reality due to our lacking in our sense purification or imperfect senses, we are not able to perceive the spiritual reality. But we are here. This place is non-different from the spiritual sky. Shri Gaura Mandala Bhumi Jeba Jane Chintamani Tar Hoy Braja Bhume Bash. One who recognizes that this Braja Bhumi, this Gaura Mandala Bhumi is made of Chintamani, that is, it's made of spiritual substance. It is not a mundane world. It's not a part of the mundane world. It is a extension of the spiritual sky. When one understands that, he becomes situated he resides in Braja Vrindavan, Golok Vrindavan. So what a wonderful opportunity we have. It doesn't matter whether you came here for a short while or whether came here to stay permanently. Our objective should be that as long as we are here, let us take full advantage of this wonderful spiritual opportunity. And association of devotees means sadhu sange Krishna nam. Discuss about Krishna, chant the holy name, and that is our Sankirtan movement. Let us transcend all mundane considerations and let us become situated on the spiritual plane and take full advantage of Srila Prabhupada's wonderful arrangement. And then going back to the spiritual sky will be an easy job. Not only that we have to go back, we will become immediately situated on the spiritual platform. It's only a matter of developing the right consciousness. Thank you very much. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Does anybody have any question or comment? Yes. Give him the mic there.
I would like to know, is Vishnu Loka and Rupa Loka the same Loka?
You see, the understanding is that it is the position of, it is, you can say, the Vishnu Loka in the universe. In this universe, the abode of Lord Vishnu is Dhruva Loka. In that way, it's simultaneously one and different, you can say. Like an embassy and the country. The embassy may be in some country, away from that country, but that embassy is actually that. Say for example, you are from which country?
Croatia.
Croatia. So in Delhi, there is a Croatian embassy. When you go to the Croatian embassy in Delhi, that place is not Delhi. That place is Croatia. Okay, there is a question. Somebody take the mic and give it to him.
Maharaj, thank you for the class.
Hare Krishna.
The last point you made about, you were saying that while living in the Dham, we have to transcend mundane considerations. Could you maybe elaborate a little bit on that?
Yeah, the mundane considerations can be many. One can be our own attitude can be the mundane consideration. Like living in a dham, we want to have something material, right? That is one mundane consideration. Another mundane consideration is to think that, well, I am black, you are white. I am Indian, you are German or American. Like, these are the mundane considerations. Look, this should not cause any hindrance to our association with each other.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Yes. তুমি এক কাজ করো, তুমি দেখো কে হাত তুলছে তাকে মাইকটা দাও এখানে।
Hare Krishna, Maharaj. This is one devotee actually asked a question which I could not answer. He told, like, initially he told, just please stand, there's nothing difficulty. So you start with one round, then 16, then 4 regular principles, then you tell about the 10 offenses, then Lama Prad, then Vaishnava Prad, Seva Prad. So then he told, it's like, I can't fit in here, I have to go out. So it's too difficult. But the first statement when you made it is people just stand direction. So how can?
Well, unfortunately, he became trapped by Maya. But don't worry, he got the taste of the holy name. He'll come back. Once he got the taste of the holy name, you can't stay away. As I said, like, unless one commits Vaishnava Parad. Because Vaishnava Parad is the, you see, Krishna is creating the Vaishnava association. That Vaishnava association is actually the spiritual sky. And Krishna wants that that place should be free from any disturbance. He does not want any kind of disturbance in that atmosphere. So those who are troublemakers, Vaishnava Parad means creating trouble in that atmosphere. So Krishna, to them only Krishna says, okay, you go away. Or Krishna allows him to go away. Otherwise, Krishna wants everybody to be at the shelter of his lotus feet. Because he is all merciful. Therefore, the only thing that we should be very, very careful about is not to commit Vaishnava Aparad. Especially within our immediate environment. We must create a very harmonious and very spiritually conducive atmosphere through our friendship, through our good wishes, through our love. Then automatically the atmosphere will become very, very favorable to our spiritual culture. Thank you. Any other question?
This purport, Prabhupada says that one should pray only for devotional service to the Supreme Lord, and one should not pray for material things. So, what is better to do? My question is, what is better to do? In other words, we read this all the time. We read this quite frequently in the Shastra. This is what our desire should be. Desire should be, please give me your devotional service. But what if our desires are really something else? In
Okay.
other words, we have the official prayer, the party line prayer. This is the prayer I'm supposed to do. But my desire is really honestly something else.
Yeah, Prabhupada is actually answering that point. Prabhupada is saying, if you have any material desire, then ask for that to Krishna. Yeah, even if you don't have to be artificial, or as you said, you don't have to sing the party line. If you have some specific desire, ask for that to Krishna. And Prabhupada is saying, there's no need to go to the demigods. Generally people, to fulfill their material desires, they go to the demigods. Prabhupada is saying, there's no need to go to the demigods. Ask Krishna for that. And Krishna will fulfill your desire and your faith will become stronger. Or by asking some material desires, Krishna will fulfill those desires and you'll realize the futility of those desires. And you'll give it up. Like Dhruva Maharaj, for example, is a perfect example. He had some material desire, the material desire is fulfilled, also fulfilled in such a wonderful way, but he is saying, oh, what a mistake I made. I got stuck because of this desire. So if you have any material desire, be natural. Ask for it. And Krishna will fulfill, or Krishna will guide you eventually, because you are approaching him. He will accept and he will guide you. Okay, so, there is a question from the Mataji. She asked first.
Maharaj, you mentioned we should avoid Vaishnava apparat. It is said we should not hear the criticism to the Vaishnava, but if one devotee is complaining another devotee to me, if I hear this apparat, if I don't hear, that means I'm also finding fault at this Vaishnava who is complaining. So whether I hear or not, it's all apparat.
When two Vaishnavas fight, don't side with anyone. That's actually one of the aspects of one of the principles of Vaishnava etiquette. It says that, Sanatana Goswami is saying that. When two Vaishnavas get into disagreement or fight, just offer obeisance to both of them from a distance and stay safe. Okay? Because otherwise, if we start siding with one and go against the other, it'll create, more and more complexities and intensify the that undesirable atmosphere. Yes, Anandmaya. Just hit it and see if it works.
We develop appreciation and learn how to worship through the spiritual master. Do we also develop love for Krishna through the spiritual master? How do we otherwise develop love?
And so what's your question?
How do we develop love for Krishna? Is it through the spiritual master?
Yes. It is it's due to the mercy of the spiritual master that you are developing your understanding of Krishna. And here also we should be careful that we do not create any groups as such, based on this different groups of different spiritual masters. Because we have to understand that ISKCON's unity is very important. And it is very important that we develop an overall appreciation. That means not that our loyalty should be only to our spiritual Diksha Guru, so to say. We have to see that there are so many spiritual masters. We are benefiting from so many devotees because we are in a community of devotees. There are so many devotees helping us in so many wonderful ways. And we should not hesitate to express our appreciation and gratitude to them. So the ultimate point is that we are actually developing our Krishna consciousness, or we are getting Krishna, we are developing our love for Krishna through the arrangement of so many devotees in ISKCON. And this arrangement has been made by Srila Prabhupada. So our ultimate gratitude should be at the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. So the point I am making is that yes, in order to appreciate Krishna, you have to have a grateful heart. And that grateful heart, the more tender the heart becomes, the more soft the heart becomes, the more we will make spiritual advancement. Or vice versa. More we make spiritual advancement, more soft our heart will become. And here we have to see that our gratitude develops, the softness of our heart develops in a right way. And therefore it is very important that we appreciate, we recognize Srila Prabhupada's mercy. It's all due to his mercy actually that we are getting whatever we are getting here today. And all the spiritual masters in ISKCON, what they're doing, they're representing Srila Prabhupada. That is the spiritual master's eligibility or credibility. Because he's representing Srila Prabhupada. If somebody is not representing Srila Prabhupada, he can't be a spiritual master in ISKCON. So it's very clear that the spiritual master, the credibility lies in his representing Srila Prabhupada. And representing Srila Prabhupada means give the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. And whatever you're getting in return, offer it to Srila Prabhupada. Does it answer your question? Thank you. Hare Krishna. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Gaur Premanande.